Pakistan Hamesha Zindabad. On 5th May, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar briefed the diplomatic corps on the first anniversary of Marka-e-Haq, highlighting it as a symbol of Pakistan's unity, resilience, and the armed forces' resolve to defend sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country. He noted that Pakistan's response under Operation Bunyan-e Marsoos was measured, lawful, and in line with the UN Charter. He stressed that Jammu and Kashmir dispute remains central to regional stability and calls for its resolution under the UN auspices through an impartially held plebiscite. He also cautioned against unilateral actions on the Indus Water Treaty. The DPM-FM had highlighted Pakistan's facilitative role in supporting ceasefire efforts and peace and stability in the Middle East and the Gulf region. This event was also covered by our colleagues from the media. Moving on to Pakistan's facilitative and mediation role between Iran and the United States, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, His Excellency Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, in an important statement yesterday, appreciated the timely announcement regarding the pause in Project Freedom in the Strait of Hormuz that promote restrained and peaceful resolution of the conflict through dialogue and diplomacy. The Prime Minister expressed the hope that current momentum will lead to a lasting agreement that secures durable peace and stability for the region and beyond. Working with the same spirit of optimism and positive engagement, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar remained in contact with his counterparts throughout this last 1 week in an effort to pursue peace, diplomacy, and peaceful settlement. On May 4th, our Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister held an important telephone conversation with Iran's Foreign Minister Sayyid Abbas Araghchi on the regional situation and Pakistan's efforts for diplomatic solution. The Iranian side appreciated Pakistan's constructive and mediation role, while the DPM-FM affirmed that dialogue and diplomacy remained the only path to lasting peace and stability. Immediately afterwards and following the active diplomatic engagements, you must have noticed that 22 crew members held above the seized Iranian container ship MV Tuska were evacuated to Pakistan and later were sent to Iran. This was a major confidence-building measure by the United States of America, which we appreciated. These returns were coordinated in tandem and with support of both the Iran and the US sides. You must have seen the statement of the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister on his Twitter handle, and also the press release of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In the same vein, earlier on the 2nd May, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister spoke with the Kuwaiti Foreign Minister Sheikh Jarrah Jabr Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. On May 3, he spoke with the Jordanian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi. And on 4th May, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister spoke with the UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper. On 4th of May, the Deputy Prime Minister also received the Deputy Foreign Minister of Norway, Mr. Andreas Motsfeldt Kravik. Discussions were held on further strengthening bilateral relations and deepening engagements between Pakistan and Norway. The Norwegian Deputy Foreign Minister conveyed an invitation from the Norwegian Foreign Minister to our Deputy Prime Minister to participate in the Oslo Forum, which is scheduled to be held next month. Ladies and gentlemen, last week Pakistan joined a joint statement by the Foreign Minister of Turkey, Bangladesh, Brazil, Cambodia, Jordan, Libya, Malaysia, Spain, South Africa, regarding Israeli assault on the global Sumud flotilla. This release was on the 1st of May. We issued this press release. Just to reiterate, the foreign ministers condemned in strongest terms the Israeli assault on the global flotilla, a peaceful civilian humanitarian initiative aimed at drawing the attention of the international community to the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. The Israeli attack against the vessels and the unlawful detention of humanitarian activities in international water constitute flagrant violations of international law, particularly international humanitarian law. Finally, on the 5th of May, Pakistan Navy, demonstrating vigilance and commitment to international maritime obligations, promptly responded to a distress call from an offshore vessel, MV Gautam, in the Arabian Sea. The vessel, carrying 7 crew members, 6 Indian and 1 Indonesian, suffered a critical technical failure, leaving it stranded at the sea. Upon receiving this alert from the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center in Mumbai, Pakistan Navy initiated a swift response and deployed PMSA ship Kashmir. The ship provided food, medical aid, and technical assistance to help restore essential systems and ensure crews' safety. This operation underscores Pakistan Navy's commitment to maritime safety and humanitarian responsibility, irrespective of nationalities, and highlighted its readiness to respond to the emergencies in our regional and international waters. Ladies and gentlemen, let me finish my opening statement with 2 important issues that were raised last week also. First is on the 54 Pakistanis who were detained in Cambodia. This was last week. This detention was as a result of a raid on a scamming compound. The mission, our embassy in Cambodia, was able to get the consular access on the 29th of April, and we issued emergency travel documents to individuals after ascertaining their nationalities who were without valid passports. On our embassy's request, the host authorities allowed all 54 individuals to travel back to Pakistan. And as of today, I understand 49 individuals have returned, and additional 3 are being processed, and I understand that this complete repatriation will take place soon. Secondly, on Uganda, there was a case of detention of Pakistanis along with other nationalities. A total of 85 Pakistani nationals were detained in Kampala on 27th April. They were engaged in an unauthorized employment while on visit visa. This, of course, was a violation of local laws. The authorities very rightly initiated legal proceedings with the intention of presenting them before the court of law. Eventually, the court, I believe, sentenced them for some imprisonment and some monetary fine. The fine of, I believe, $400. The court of law waived off the imprisonment but retained this fine. And this was basically for violation of the visa rule. Over the course of next week, the mission, our embassy in Kampala, was engaged, coordinated with the relevant authorities to facilitate the expeditious repatriation of affected individuals. And as a result of these efforts, all 85 Pakistanis have been successfully repatriated to Pakistan by yesterday. As of yesterday, I understand all have returned. And throughout this period, the mission, our embassy, ensured a provision of essential support, meals, breakfast, clean drinking water, and necessary medical care, particularly in light of the logistic challenges faced by the local authorities in managing these large number of detainees. We, of course, express our sincere thanks to the authorities in Kampala as well. The mission also took up the cases of our regional partners who do not have diplomatic missions, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, and also maintained close contact regarding the welfare of the detainees from these nationalities. So this is how the 2 important developments of last week, I thought I should apprise you that they have been successfully settled. So I'll conclude my statement.